Reasoning of why I voted
Yeah, so what's your name?
Hayden Victoria.
Okay, Mr. Victoria, I'm Dr. Thompson, the Chief Editor of Health and Development magazine, and we are at the UT campus. Did you vote at the UT campus?
Yes, I did.
So you have all these proposals which are proposed to the electorate. You are one of them, and you voted today. Let's talk about Proposition Q. It has to do with raising taxes. That says to take care of the shortfalls in government finances in Texas, and also the federal government shutdown. Uh, what did you vote for? How did you vote?
I voted yes.
Why did you vote yes?
Because it's going to control the deficit that we have from the federal government. So the deficit between the amount of money that the local government gets versus the federal, and control kind of the inner balance between that two, correct?
Yeah.
The reason we want that is we want more allocations for resources at the local level. We want to be reliant on local resources. And I think when people have a say in that, especially at the local level, it's definitely more important than the federal government. I mean, this is taxpayer money. They should have a say in funding and the way that their money is spent. So I think it's very important for the local community to have a say in that rather than federal money to pour into a city. That's very important. You want the local constituents to have a voice.
There are some people who think that it's like the professor I just talked to. He said he voted no because it's just that way that Texas raises money and spends it irresponsibly. What message do you have for him?
I would say for anyone, when you're dealing with a situation of anything that raises taxes, one of your first concerns is how is it going to benefit me? And I think you have to take a moment to understand where the money's going to and to what department it is, rather than look at it from an overall perspective. If we really break down the numbers, it's really affordable for taxpayers in the local area, rather than we see, I think it's $100 million that we're passing, right? That's across the city, right? That's across the city. When we break it down constituent by constituent and we weigh the pros and cons, the numbers go down, but the benefit goes up. So we see smaller numbers per citizen, correct? But the larger the impact is, especially when you have constituents directly tied into it. You have Austin city members voting for something that is relatively impactful to the city. That goes hand in hand, rather than having a federal perspective of having a federal government bring in their own money and tell the city what to do. It's federal taxpayer money. Now, this also goes to people of importance. You have to understand the importance of voting in local elections every year. There's the federal elections. Those are a little less, a little harder to control, especially in Texas, in a red lock state. But at the local elections, whether it's blue or red, whether how you vote, an election can be decided by 1 vote, 2 votes, 3 votes, or 10 votes, right? It's a lot different than a presidential election. Your votes matters. And it's important to know that if you don't like the tax increase this year, you can support a different candidate in the next election, especially in the local election. It's a lot easier to do that than in the federal election.
Thank you very much.